Students face all kinds of challenges today. Imagine trying to juggle the struggle to fit in, having a picture-perfect life on social media. It's made even worse if you don't know where you're doing homework that night because many don't have a permanent home.
Yeah, sadly, it is a harsh reality for thousands of students in Orange, Osceola, and Seminoles counties. But with the struggle, stories of perseverance like Millie Atwell. Despite the challenges thrown her way, she continues to fight to support her family. I spoke to her and discovered a path forward for many families with kids who face homelessness.
I love you.
Millie Atwell is always quick to make those around her laugh. So you may wonder, why is she so happy? To understand Millie's joy, you have to know a little bit about her journey.
It was September 10th, 23. I suffered a massive heart attack. My arteries was 95% blocked. They didn't even know how I survived so long. You know, I was supposed to have been dead.
Clearly, she's not dead, but she did die that day. Not once or twice.
That's when they said I was gone. They brought me back, I died again. They brought me back, then they shot me back to life. I died 4 times that day.
Just 39 at the time, Millie was in the hospital for 25 days. It wasn't long before her medical bills started to stack up. She lost her job.
I worked at Orlando Convention Center. I left it too.
Eventually, Millie lost her home. She found herself living in a hotel off of Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando.
What was the hardest thing about not knowing where you were going to live?
Worried about my kids. Us being apart.
Millie fought back tears as she told me she was worried her daughter would have to change schools since she didn't have a permanent address. According to Central Florida school districts, there are some 9,000 elementary, middle, and high school students in Osceola, Orange, and Seminole counties who are homeless or living in a temporary space like a motel or shelter. Many of them never sharing their stories because of shame. Millie realized even though she lost her job and her home, she had not lost her faith, which led her to call 211 and put her on a path to Pathways to Home.
That was my new beginning.
Pathways made it possible for Millie to dream again.
Our main priority is to get them housed.
Teresa Bowles is with Pathways to Home and was Millie's case manager.
You know, everybody has a right to have housing, and we primarily work with families who have children. It's very stressful for children to not be in a stable school, you know. And
Bowles says Millie showed up determined to turn things around.
She's very resourceful. She's very resilient, and she's just, when I think of her, I think of perseverance. You know, she's been through a lot.
Thanks to Pathways to Home, Millie has a place where her 2 daughters and her grandkids can feel safe.
And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell what I went through. Because my kids, they really know. They don't know my struggle, what I had to go through to make them okay.
Come here. I can't even. It's okay. You got it now. You got it now. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Oh, he already blessed you.
Wow. Powerful story.
She was incredible, and I'm so happy that she allowed us to tell her story, because the part, you know, where I say people don't talk about something like that because it's shame that keeps them from asking for help. And she did nothing wrong. She had a massive heart attack.
In her 30s?
In her 30s, and was doing all the right things. And sometimes people look at people like Millie who don't have a permanent place to stay as someone who's not trying hard enough, who's not working hard enough. And she did everything, and she just wanted her kids, especially her youngest, who's a freshman in high school, to feel safe and secure and have a place to stay and have a stable high school to go to.
Interesting how she said they don't even know what I've been through.
Do you share your struggles
No,
with your kids?
You
No,
don't. But
you don't.
in
And
some
she's
cases,
a single parent.
Maybe when they're older,
Yeah,
she can let
for
them know.
sure.
Maybe they'll see this.
Yeah.
Hey, if you or someone you know are in a situation like Millie's, you can call 211 or contact Rise Community Solutions. For those details, look for the story on clickorlando.com. Great
So
job with
glad that
Gigi.
she stepped outside of shame and shared
Yeah,
her
me too.
story, and hopefully other
It's
people
important.
will, get something from that.